Before the video starts, this is recorded after, but you should come join the Discord. What we provide is help for stuff. I'll help these two actually in a second because I just saw these. But, you know, modding help and all that. So, yeah, come join the Discord for that. It has been a really long time since I've made a tutorial. And we'll go over why I'm doing characters in parts and why I'm starting with leaders in a second. But the last time I recorded, we were at like 450 subscribers. Now we're at 502 or whatever it is by the time this video is uploaded, which is crazy. With only like 16 videos, that is very crazy, especially because my other channels are terrible. so, um, I also improved my microphone a little bit, I hope. I hope it's better. So we're going to start with the character leaders. And the reason why we're doing character leaders is because I haven't modded Hearts of Iron 4 since the last video, basically. And I do want to get to generals, but in order for me to get to generals, I need to start somewhere. And I'm going to start with character leaders, we're going to do advisors, then probably generals. So let's start this. As you can see, I remembered my mouse is enabled. So the first thing we gotta do is right click Hearts of Iron 4. Right here on the side. You probably won't see that all these games. It's whatever you own on Steam. So right click Hearts of Iron 4. Go to Manage and click Browse Local Files. Now, this is our template. We're going to use this as a template. It's very important that you know, how to use this, because this file has all your mods in it, or not mods. This file has all the base game code in it, so we use it as our template. Next, we're gonna launch. We're gonna launch the launcher, not skip the launcher. You want to launch the launcher? Yes, launch, launch, launcher. Alrighty. Now we're going to let it load. It's going to take 5 years, but you know that's what it does. Alrighty, we're here. We're going to go all installed mods, upload mod, and create mod. We're going to name this leader mod. And I'm just going to copy and paste right here. Version 1, and it doesn't matter what you pick here. You can change the tags later on. I'm just going to do alternate history. Created. Now we can close this, and we can find, you probably won't have, if you're a new modder, you won't have like any mods in here. Click show in folder. We're also going to go to playset, and no mods will be in your initial. I just have mine in here, but if you have no mods, it'll be in here, and you click add to current, and we have test. We can ignore that. So leader mod, or whatever you named it, would be in here. We already opened the file, but if you didn't, you click these 3 dots and click show in folder. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to open this one. So here's our folder, here's base game folder. You can see they're different, because this one has like nothing, this one has like everything. And this one's located in Documents, Mod, HOI4 Mod, and then Country Leader, or Leader Mod, or whatever it's called. Now, since we're making a character, we're gonna make a new folder, name it common, like so. And I think we also want a history, localization, and I'm just gonna say to spell localization, local, I think it's S-ization. I probably misspelled that. So what I'm gonna do in here, I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna find localization. I'm just going to copy it because I misspelled it. The most common error is misspelling this because you added Z for localization, or you misspell a word. If you do that, localization it won't work. Alright, so we got these 3 folders, and then we need GFX. So GFX. There we go. Now, the next part we're going to do, is common. And in common, we're going to find characters. Now I'm just going to make a new folder. And again, make sure it's spelt correctly. Characters. And I'm going to open characters on both. Now you'll see in this one right here, we have like, let me drag this. We have like these, and we're going to use this one because it's kind of empty. So RKI, we're going to copy it. And I think what I'm going to do is also make a country real fast. If you don't know how to do that, I'm just going to do it real fast. I'm not going to explain it. So I've done videos on it. My very first video is actually a country mod, so I would recommend looking at that. I'm just making a country because I don't feel like swapping leaders right now. So I'll change my mind. I'll just use RKI. I don't know what this one is, so I might check that though. Alright, I checked. This will be perfect. So RKI is not in like the wiki or anything because it's new to the new update, but RKI is this. I'm not going to pronounce that. Iberian. Okay? So that's what RKI is. That's all we need to remember. This is what we need to remember. And if we don't remember it, we can check right here. Alrighty. So we have our character right here, but you can't do anything with the character yet because we need portraits. Technically, the game has set portraits for this. As you can see, we have fascist ideology right here with the trait. I'm not going to change the trait and get into traits right now, but we'll set the portrait. So let's go do that. I was not unpaused. Alrighty, guys. So, as I was saying, we're going to go from common. We're going to go here, GFX. Same with this. You're going to be in common. You go out of common, go here, and we're going to go leaders. Then in here, you make a folder called leaders, and we'll grab literally any of these. Egypt, for example. Never mind, I don't want to do Egypt. There's too many. This one, XSM. Right? And we're just going to rename it to RKI or whatever yours is. If it's already in here, you can just copy it though. And open it. I'm using paint.net. I'll link it in the description. If you get it through Google, it's free. If you get it through Microsoft, it's not. That's how they have it set up. Now, how do I use tools? Click paint, and I'm just gonna add slight colors. There we go. So you can see a difference. We're gonna save it, and this should be saved as a whatever this one is. Honestly, B8GAR AA8 or ABR8G888, and that's about it. You're just gonna click OK. By default, it should, and then make sure, since you just copied the image, you can paste one above it. You want to make sure the image is this file size, or it won't work most of the time, at least. So, and you can turn off maintain for that to stick. Alrighty, now we have our character. Now we just need to rename it. So I'm gonna go portrait underscore RKI underscore leader. Yep, that's what I'm doing. And now we're gonna copy this name. Well, actually, we'll come back to that. We won't copy the name. We're gonna go to leader mod. We're gonna go. We're missing a folder. We're missing the. What was the folder? Missing one of the important ones. Let me figure that out. The interface folder, that's what it is. We're gonna make a folder called interface. We're gonna open interface. I believe this one has... Actually, I don't know if it has that. So, we're just gonna grab a random one of these. I'm gonna do like... I don't know, something country. GFX. We'll do this one. So we're gonna copy this into here, and we're gonna name it Mod Leader. I'm using Visual Studio Code for this, and I'm just gonna refresh my Discord bots terminal so you don't need to see that. Alright, so now we have all this stuff. Now, most of this stuff is not important. So, if you click right here, you'll see this highlights, and it actually highlighted this corner. Same if I click right here, it highlights this line, and then it highlights this. This means this is linked. If I delete this, for example, this becomes red, because now there's one less squiggly bracket. Now, we don't need these top two. We want one sprite right here. So we're gonna go all the way to the bottom. And we're just gonna shift click. There we go. Now you can see these brackets end. Now we're gonna name this. And I believe when naming a portrait, you want to do GFX, portrait, and then little leader or whatever. I'm not entirely sure why, but you need portrait and you need GFX. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the ones. Anyways, we're gonna go back to leader, back to GFX, leader, and I'm gonna, come on, open, what, why is it, there we go. I'm gonna copy his name. So we need leader, so GFX, leaders, RKI, and there we go. So this is the path, at least it should be. GFX leaders, RKI, and then the name of the leader. And yeah, this file name and list do not need to be the same. So, and we got that. Now we're gonna grab GFX portrait leader, and we're gonna go ahead and go here, leader, common, characters, RTX, or RKI, whatever. And we're gonna put it for the large portrait. We haven't made a small portrait, and I don't think I'll get into that yet. I might make that with the advisors, because I think that's an advisor thing. So we're just gonna ignore small. We're gonna leave ideology. I'm not gonna change any of that stuff. But if you wanted to, it goes off of sub-ideology, not the main ideology. So just put in like communism won't work, but like Stalinism would, for example. And then we're gonna rename this to RKI underscore leader mod. There we go. And same with this. There we go. I'm gonna leave this open so I can come back to it. Next, we're gonna go history, and we're gonna open our base game again. History, countries, so we're gonna make a countries folder. And I think RKI has one. I could be wrong. RKI. Just gonna grab that. And they should, oh, they have DLC stuff. They should have a hire recruit right here. So I think this is the old guy's name. Yeah. So, oops, ow, sorry. My apologies. I don't think you heard that, but. So we're just gonna, instead of recruit leader, the old guy's name, we're just gonna replace it with this. RKI. Now, if we launch the game, he should appear, and I do want to check that before we go any farther. So Steam, or actually we don't need to go to Steam. Just go home, make sure it's the right mod, gonna launch, and I'll see you guys there. Now, as you see, it's on my second monitor, so I don't feel like moving that right now. So we go new, 1936, click literally anything. Now, since it said this country does not have any cores or whatever, we'll just set it through the console. So we're going to click the tilde key. If you do not know what that is, look it up. But it's the key that opens this command thing right here. So we're going to click, I don't know, like right here. We're going to type set owner RKI. And as you can see, our portrait's here. Now, if I tag RKI, and I haven't really looked at, I don't even have the DLCs on, I don't think. Does he have a, no, okay. I'm assuming they do. But, so RKI is right here, but as you can see, it'll say RKI underscore leader, and you probably do not want it to say RKI underscore leader. And so our next part is fixing that. So we're gonna get into that part now. Okay, so, yeah, no, I didn't even take a break. I don't know why I said okay like that. So I'm just gonna, and we're back here. Alrighty. So what we're gonna do, ignore the errors that pop up. They're probably not your issues, probably just the games, honestly. So here we are. We're gonna go leader mod. We're gonna go localization. Finally, make sure again it's spelled correctly. Should be spelled the exact same as this localization. Then we're gonna go make it English. And what does suck about how this is set up is I think that if someone's in like Japanese and you only have an English folder, I don't know if that country has a name then. So you have to make it for each thing. I believe there's a character. No, there's countries. Is there leader? If not, I'll just do it myself. Whatever, there's not. So I'm just gonna grab the countries right here, paste it in here. I don't know why I didn't. I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna rename this to leader mod. And the reason why I'm putting mod is because again, if there was another folder called like leader, for example, and I put leader, it would override the leader folder, and I don't want that to happen. Alright, I'm gonna leave this top one, but I'm gonna go all the way down. There's a faster way to do this. I just took the long route that time. And delete all that. Now we need the name, so I'm just gonna check what that was real fast. So it was RKI underscore leader mod is his name, and we're gonna give him a name. And that's gonna be Frederick. Fred, right? And I believe there's also a description, but I'm not entirely sure. So we have Frederick Fred. Now if I reclose HOI4 fast, hold up. And I go ahead and relaunch it. You guys look at my beautiful pineapples while it relaunches. Play. And once the game relaunches, I believe he should show up with a name now. So I'll see you guys there. I just want to go over this one more time. These names right here, all of these, are mostly not your fault. Like, couldn't find DLC. Well, that's probably my fault. But like, sound, for example, it's probably not your fault. It's probably the game's fault. So we're gonna click new. I don't know if you can see my mouse now that I realize it. No, you can. Okay, so we're back in new, and I'm gonna click France. Doesn't matter who is using the console. Now, if it's a country on the map, you don't need to do the set thing, whatever. I'm just gonna tag RKI, and if I check it, it should Frederick Fred. So as you can see, we have built a working name for our thing, and if you want country modding for just pure other stuff like you know, country modding. I'll probably post that and stuff. Gotta get back into the modding and get back into the tutorial making, because it's been a while since I've done that. So hopefully I didn't take too much time just talking. I try not to, but it probably happens sometime. Trying to explain as best as I can without it all being confusing, you know, because some of this is confusing for like new modders, and I don't want to go too fast. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you guys watching till the end. If you did, it helps reach out to more people. And that is it. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, I know I didn't say this at the beginning like normal. It's in the description. Or, yeah, the description, that one. And, yeah, I help people there too. So, hopefully, most of the time. But we also have other people that can help now, which is nice. Alright, bye.